Darren, we better turn around.
Why?
Because I've seen enough horror movies to know any weirdo wearing a mask is never friendly.
Look, all I'm saying is I don't know why you're wearing a mask. I'm the one on the camera. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Take it off! Anyway, hey, I got something the other day that I thought was awesome. That could go before any of my videos, couldn't it? Yeah, pretty much. But you know what? Actually did. Well, actually, I didn't find this. My wife did. She, called me up and said, "Hey, do you have this?" And I said, "No, I don't. Oh, my gosh. Ah!" And she bought it for me. So, today's review will be on the following. Today's review will be on the NECA and Real Toys. Oh, my gosh, you know who that is. It's Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th, Part 6. Jason Lives. Yeah, that's probably my favorite Friday the 13th movie of all time. Now, I've watched a lot of reviews on this figure already, and a lot of people say the same thing, that this is their favorite look for Jason. I know Mr. Evilcheese likes Part 7, the way he looks when he's all got his face all scully looking and stuff like that. But, Mr. Evilcheese is a zombie, so of course he would like more skull in his Jason. So, this one right here, though, was the one where they finally started making him look... This was dead Jason. All the other Jasons were alive Jason. So this was like Monster Jason when he started turning into a zombie. And that's really cool. And like I said, this was my favorite look back when the movies came out. And he just got cooler and cooler looking as the years went by. Adding a chain around his neck and more battle damage to him. More dirt and gore. And it's awesome! And you know what I really like about this drawing? I like those bullet holes in his chest there. I don't know. I just think that's cool. I wish they could have incorporated that into the figure, but they didn't. But that's okay. Alright, so let's look at the back of the package, shall we? Now here's the back of the package, and if you know anything about these packages on slick surface, they will not stand up, so I'm having to brace it with my Roy Jason right there. So he's going to hold him up while we look at the back here, and as you can see, there's a really cool picture of the figure there, holding the giant fence post that brought him back to life. You know, that sounds kind of strange, doesn't it? But no, it was struck by lightning, and it brought him back to life like a Frankenstein, and that's awesome. And if you look over here, it says, "In features removable mask." Yes, I know. They had to put that on the actor to make him look like Jason. Oh, wait, they mean that mask. Okay, I get it. Well, they put that on the actor, too, but okay. And then down here, there's a little blurb talking all about what happened in the movie and how Tommy Jarvis brought him back to life because he was scared of him, and if it had just left him alone, he would have been dead, and the movies would have been over. Way to go, Tommy! Okay, and then there's a little gobbledygook down there, and I really like the fact that this Jason drawing was drawn by Jason. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So, what's it say? What does that say? I had to pause it to look up close. It says Jason Edmiston. Now I can't say it. Okay, for the third time, it's Edmiston. I can't say your last name, Jason. You should change your last name to Voorhees. It's a little harder to spell, but it's easier to say. Anyway, there you go. There's Jason, and let's look at the front of the package one more time. So here's the front of the package for the very last time, and if you look really closely there at the bottom, you can see where it says, Jason! That's pretty cool. He should incorporate a hockey mask into his signature. That would be very neat. But anyway, there you go. That looks very awesome, and like I said, I was very happy that my wife found this and got this for me, because it is super cool, and I can't wait to open it. So I say, we open it! Now here's Jason removed from the package, but still in the bubble, because I wanted to say, these packages are so hard to open, man. You about kill your hand trying to cut through them with scissors. You can't pry them open. I don't know how. I've seen other people do it. I don't know how they do it, man. You need like a degree in engineering just to open them. But anyway, here's the artwork looking very awesome indeed. You can see his grave back there and the lantern and shovel they used to dig him up, and that's awesome. And there's the gasoline. They were going to burn him alive, or dead, I should say, because he was already dead and kind of maggot encrusted. But anyway, there you go. That looks awesome indeed. Very cool. Now let's work our way over here. And look at here. It looks like he's been crawling through a paint store and got paint all over his pants. Now I've seen a few reviews of this figure, and all the paint looks a little different, splattered on his legs. Just a little bit. And this one looks really dark red. And so I don't know. I mean, it looks like paint. It doesn't look like blood. But that's okay. So I say we remove him from this little tray and stand him up. Oh, and by the way, if you're curious, there's just one little black little band or whatever holding him into place, little bread tie or whatever. So there you go. He should be easy to remove, which Jason shouldn't be. He should be able to rest at the bottom of the ocean or the lake or something like that. But no, they make it so easy for him to escape. Look at that. Okay, let's take him out. So here's Friday the 13th, Part 6, Jason standing fresh out of the package, looking a little worse for wear. Jason, looks like you've been through 6 movies almost. There you go, he looks pretty awesome. His little pants are tattered there at the bottom. I wish these NECA little Mego, whatever you want to call them, figures had little ankle rockers there so you could always stand their feet up flat, but you never can, and these things don't stand up very well, so if he falls over, I'm sorry. I'm just warning you ahead of time. But there you go, he's looking very awesome. Now, one of the things that people bring up in the reviews is that this one has black eyes instead of see-through, like, holes for his eyes. It's just painted black. And that is awesome, so you can't see his eyes. So it looks like a soulless donut looking at your face. No, I don't know. But you know what? That looks awesome. And I think it's a great thing that they did that because it does. It makes the character look more like he did in the movie. Now, if you look here on his chest, you'll see some blood splatters and stuff. Now, a lot of people like to speculate that that little red, I don't know, circle there is supposed to be the paintball splatter, but the paintball splatter was more underneath, like his buttons there in the center, not off to the side. At least that's the way I remember it. Maybe I'm wrong, but, I mean, if you want to pretend that's what it is, go for it. He's got the webbing belt, he's got the machete sheath over there, he's got the throwing dart knife thingamabobbers, he's got the Rambo knife holster there. He's got the gloves on, which are awesome, and he's got the blood splattered pants, which really looks like he's just been working at Home Depot painting something or nothing. I don't know. So anyways, let's look at the back of the figure, shall we? So here's Jason from behind, and I love the way that head looks and his neck. Oh, it looks awesome. I love it. And then here's his jacket looking all dirty and stuff. His pants are really weathered, which are nice. I like how they weathered them up. They look like they're all dirty and stuff. Very cool indeed. Looks like he's set in a bloody spot. Guess that can happen to Jason. You know, if you're not careful, you can set in blood pretty easy. But anyway, there's the figure there. Now, you're probably saying, hey, what did he come with? Well, he came with this machete. Because who would Jason be without a machete? And he couldn't come with a full figure of Danny Trejo, so he only came with that one. He came with a Rambo knife, which was very cool indeed. That just looks awesome. And then over here, he came with a 2-piece set to make that fence post thing that brought him back to life. And that looks very cool. Or you can just use the bottom one and pretend it's a weed whacker, because that's what it looks like there at the end. But anyway, there he is there. Now I say we flip him around real quick and look at him with the mask. And now without the mask. And he looks a little bit like Eddie from Iron Maiden. And that looks awesome. He's a little derpy looking though, isn't he? Poor Jason. What happened to you, Jason? But yeah, that is awesome, and I can't wait to look at him up close. So I say we look at him up close. What do you say? So here we go with a super duper close-up look, and look at all that blood. Or paintball splatter, you can pretend. I still say it goes right there, but that's just me. And then there's some buttons looking very cool, and working our way up here to his face and neck, and look at that. He looks kind of gross, doesn't he? Oh, he's saying, give me a kiss. But then you'll notice his nose is missing. Oh, I like how they painted his eye there. It looks like a dead eye. That's pretty cool indeed. This one over here definitely is a dead eye. And then you'll see parts of his skull sticking through his skin there. Very cool indeed. That eye is awesome looking. Very cool. Look at that. And then we work our way down here, and we will see his gloves. And they did a good job on there. It's Indiana Jones gloves. That's what he wears when he digs up the Lost Ark. And that's very cool. And then over here we have the sheath. And then here's the little throwing darts, the little tassels hanging off of them. There's the webbing belt. Very cool. There's the machete sheath. Working our way down here, here's his pants looking all dirty. Look at that. Ugh. You're all dirty, Jason. Don't you ever go to the laundromat? And then working our way down here, we will see his boots and his... Well, we can't because it's too far down there. Let's pick him up. And now look at it. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Very cool. Looks like he's wearing John Morrison boots from WWE. Yeah, that's what that looks like. But anyway, that's pretty cool. Very cool indeed. Now, we can't obviously forget that he has another look, so let's look at his mask up close. Look at that. And you can see there that the eyes are sculpted in so you can't see through them, and that is cool. It's got a seam right there. That's kind of weird. Don't like that seam, but that's all right. And then there's a big chunk out of it there, and then the strap that stands up real high like that, that's a little annoying. Now, the only other Mego Jason that I've actually had was the video game Jason, but I gave that one to Mr. Evilcheese, so I can't compare it. But I can compare it to the Roy Jason, so we'll stand them up together here in a second. That looks very cool. Ugh, he's all rotted looking. And working our way down here, look, you'll notice that I put his machete in his little holder there. And if we turn him around, really, over here you'll see his knife in the little holster, which looks awesome. And they go in without bending, which makes me very happy, because I thought the handles would bend up against his body or something. But nope, they go in there pretty straight and they stay straight. So that is very awesome indeed. Let's look at his face one more time. Oh, Jason. Oh, look, he's got another seam over this side too. You really can't see them that bad with the naked eye. But yeah, right here it looks like a softball or something like that. But that's okay. So I don't have a lot of these retro-looking figures, but here's Jason and Roy standing side by side. And you can see that Jason's a little bit bigger. So that's pretty cool. They actually did that right. And if we pan over, you'll see Freddy, which it looks like Jason and Freddy are probably the same height, which they did that wrong. I wish that Freddy was on the smaller, shorter body, but hey, whatever. And then over here, I've got this Eddie from Iron Maiden, which I absolutely love. Now, I didn't do a review of this because I got too impatient and had to open it because I wanted to see what it looked like. And I love it. I absolutely love that Eddie a lot. And I have to say, this new Jason is pretty cool too. But out of all of these, that Eddie is my favorite. He just looks so cool and works in this medium so well. But yeah, there's the figures that I have there, looking very awesome indeed. So there's my review of the Friday the 13th Part 6 Jason Lives! NECA Real Toys. Well, Jesus is a long title. Retro Mego style. Wow, it never stops. Jason, and that looks awesome. And I have to say, I'm very happy with these figures. The only thing that makes me sad about them, is the price point. The price is they're way too expensive for $30 each. That's cool and all, but that should be the marked up price. They should be about 20 bucks, or so. I understand that, these things probably aren't cheap to make, but hey, I wish they were cheaper. Because if they were cheaper, seriously, I'd have them all. I'd have everybody they make. Seriously, I would. I wouldn't turn back any of them, man. Seriously. But I've had to do that because, they're so expensive. Or I regret getting them because they're so expensive, and I give them away to, make myself feel better about it. Because, honestly, I really like the video game, Jason, but I didn't want it because it was $30, man, so I kind of felt bad, knowing that I would want a new Jason later. So that's why Mr. Evilcheese ended up with it. Plus, I put a bomb in it, and he didn't know about it. So, when it goes boom, sorry, Mr. Evilcheese, that wasn't me. It must have been something else. So, until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews! Oh, yeah! Come on, Jay. I almost called you Jason. Come on, felzbug. Look, we've got some masks there. We should go get Gubs left. There's one for each of us, so let's go! Sorry, I almost called you Jason. I don't know why. I must have been saying that name a lot in this review. I don't know. That's kind of weird, isn't it?